Welcome to my channel, Pro Tips Original. So today I'm going to discuss 5 most commonly asked interview questions and their sample answers. And you can basically customize your answers by yourself. So first of all, congratulations guys, you have finally gotten to be a fresher who is ready to face the corporate world. Now you will be gearing up to prepare and give interviews to back the best job out there, for which I have made a list of the most common 5 interview questions for freshers. But before we jump to that, kudos to you on finally graduating after years of studying and taking exams after exams. You did it, yay. You have now entered the world of work where it is not going to be much easier. It's not always going to be rainbows and butterflies, but hey, you have come this far and you will go a lot further. One obstacle you will have to face to join the professional world is interviews. Yes, they can be pretty nerve-wracking, and you will have to meet tons of them. But fear not, I'm here to make your journey much more pleasant. In this article or in this video, I'm going to help you prepare for your interviews by listing out the most common HR interview questions for freshers asked along with their answers. I have also added some interview tips for freshers. I know that you already knew that this question is going to be the first one. Tell me a bit about yourself. Tell me about yourself. This is one question that interviewees always ask candidates. The purpose is to check your communication skills and train of thought. It is one of the most common interview questions for fresher. Here, you need to talk about your life experiences that have contributed to upskilling yourself. You can also speak briefly about who you are as a person, where you are from and have been, and your education. So, some tips for you. You can make a note of it. Make sure that you cover this in 2 to 3 minutes. Provide an answer that the interviewer won't see in your resume. Talk about your accomplishments and skills. The sample answer for this question would be: My name is Vikas. I am in my final year of studying English honors from ABC University. I have interned with popular media houses like DEF Media House and XYZ Private Limited, where I got awarded the Intern of the Month. I've always found that I express myself better with my writings, and I want to pursue a career in the field that won't just feel like a job, but where I actually have job satisfaction as well. I have heard many great things about your esteemed organization, and I am sure I will be able to live up to your vision and gain valuable insights from the team as well if given the chance. And you can modify the answers according to your qualification and your name or any ending statements that fits better according to you. Let's move to the question number 2. So the second most common questions that is asked to the freshers: what are your hobbies? From your hobbies, the interviewer will be able to deduce who you are as a person and see if your personality traits will fit in with the company culture or not. When listing out your hobbies, explain how they help you in developing your skill sets. The below example or the sample answer that I'm going to give you will help you with this. Before that, two tips that I want to give you here is: try to explain your hobbies in such a way that they help you develop your skills. Do not mention hobbies that are considered flawed, such as gambling. Let's go to the second answer, a sample answer for this question. I am an avid photographer. I picked up this hobby only a couple of years ago, so it's relatively fresh. It started when I bought a new phone. The phone camera was spectacular and I wanted to capture everything through that lens. I started uploading some of these photographs on Facebook and people seemed to really like them. This encouraged me to spend more time on gaining basic photography skills like framing and light. I also invested in secondhand DSLR and spent all my free time experimenting with it. This is so much to learn, and I am enjoying myself. Photography has enriched me with having a broader perspective and made me a keen observer. Besides photography, I'm educating myself on basics of graphic design and editing. It's amazing how a hobby can lead one to so many more interests. Let's go to third most commonly asked question. That is, why should I hire you? Or why do you think you are the right candidate for this job? This is most challenging interview questions for fresher, where your confidence will be tested. You need to self yourself and prove that you are the best candidate for the role. Two tips here would be mention how your skills will be beneficial for the company. Be confident, but try not to sound smug. The sample answer for this question would be, so it is obvious that as a fresher, you cannot be talking about your experiences and jobs or something. So the good sample answer that I found is, this is a wonderful opportunity for me to get interviewed at such a renowned company. Your organization will surely prove to be an excellent platform for me to establish my skills and knowledge in the corporate world. Even though I'm a fresher, I assure you that I will give my best and work to my full potential so that I can contribute as much as I can towards the growth and welfare of this great brand. Now let's quickly move to our fourth question. That is, what are your strengths and weaknesses? Or else, what would you say are your strengths and weaknesses? Interviewers ask this question because they want to gauge your response, whether you are honest and see if your strengths, such as your skills, will be beneficial or not, and at the same time check whether your weaknesses will hamper your productivity or not. Avoid cliches such as I'm perfectionist or I work too much. It would be best if you answer according to the position you are applying for. For instance, if the job for a sales manager, your strength could be your people skills or even strong work ethic. Let's go to the sample answer. Thanks to my college environment, I have gained excellent communication skills. I was responsible for facilitating informational workshops for students and mediated any conflict in the college between the students. I have also completed a course on effective communication from UCLA. I tend to be overly critical of myself. Whenever I complete a project, I can't help but feel that I could have done more, even if my work received a positive response. This often leads me to overwork myself and leaves me feeling burned out. Over the past few years, I have tried to take time to look at my achievements objectively and celebrate those wins. This has not only improved my work and my confidence, but it has helped me to appreciate my team and other support systems that are always behind me in everything I do. Now, let's see the last question for the day. That would be, you're right. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? Employers want to hire candidates who will be able to stick around for a long time. So, when this question is asked, the interviewer wants to know if you're looking for a short term job or seeking long term employment. The best answer is to tell them you are in it for the long run. It is also fine to say to them that you are not yet sure what the future holds for you. So, the good sample answer for this question would be, I look forward to learn new skills and improve my knowledge to advance my career. In 5 years from now, I see myself as a knowledgeable professional having an in-depth knowledge of the company and the industry. It's not over yet. I've also got a bonus question for you. That would be the last question. The HR will definitely ask you once the interview is finished, they will ask you, do you have any questions for him? This is commonly asked question and usually comes at the end of the interview. Whenever you are asked this question, be prepared to ask your questions as it will show your interest in the position and company and your confidence and professionalism. If you do not have any questions, the least you could ask is, when can I expect to hear back from you? Or what are the next steps in the interview process? But do not miss out on this. At least ask any of the questions. Like, what is the work schedule for a person in this position? What would be my goals in this position over the first 12 months? Will I be trained? If yes, for how long? Will I be working in a team or is it an individual contributor's role? What are the most immediate projects that need to be addressed? So these are the kind of questions that you are going to ask. Thank you for watching, guys. Please do share and subscribe if you want more content like this. Bye bye.